Hello, hello, my crafty friends. Come on in for a night of just working on some projects. I'm Deborah, and I'm the hands behind Taylor's Yarn Creations, and I love to make beautiful things out of yarn. And so tonight I am working on a pillowcase. So I completed this. Gonna be it's pretty long and it fits this 12 by 12 pillow. I think I'm gonna leave the tag on, but I'm going to go ahead and weave the edges, and I may leave. I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do with the third side. I really want to leave it open some kind of way so that I can wash this in spite of the pillow. You could throw it all in the machine, but I think I made a pillowcase before, and I didn't have any way of taking the project that I was working on off and washing the two separate. So I guess it doesn't matter. It's just a preference. So right now I am just going to go ahead and work on this. I don't know what you're working on tonight, but I have that, and I have some crochet wallets that I'm going to finish up. I've been working diligently on those, and um, I just need to weave in the sides, weave them together. And after I've done that, I am going to put on the hardware and wrap them really nice. So I have just a couple things I want to work on tonight. And then I'm going to start. I've noticed, I don't know about you, but have you noticed that the stores, at least I went to Hobby Lobby to get some more yarn for another project that I'm working on. And I noticed that they already have the fall items out. And I'm seeing Christmas. I don't know if they're going to do Christmas in July, but I'm seeing Christmas items. And I'm like, my goodness, you talk about rushing through the holidays and the seasons. It is just unbelievable. So I have signed up for this holiday two. I haven't signed up for one. One, they're supposed to be in August giving us the information so that if we want to come back, we can sign up again. And I didn't mind that place. I really like to have my same spot. It was a really good spot. I was right there at the door. Even though I wasn't on the lower level, I was up high, but I was right there at the door. And I really liked being there because I felt like could greet the people as they came in, and they could see my items. Even if they didn't come inside the room, they could see it if they walked past the door. So I really like that. And just trying to, for me, finding the right item for the right customer is always important. So that is a challenge. I know I was listening the one in what day? It was a spring one I attended. And there was a lady, she bought some candles from the vendor across from me, and she was looking at some of the items in different areas, and she was like, "Oh, that's for kids." And I'm like, "So you have to really think about it. If I'm making a lot of little chickens and stuff like that, most adults may not want it. So you have to kind of be mindful of who your audience is." So this, I know I could take the tag off. Let me see. Has to be removed except by the consumer. And I think I will go ahead and cut this tag off. Hello from South Greenland. Welcome. I am just working on a crochet, finishing up this pillowcase, putting it together. And South Greenland. That's a long way, Katie. You're a quilter. So I have a few stitch markers, and like I say, I think I'm going to, I may put a couple stitch markers on here so I can keep it together while I'm sewing the edges. I haven't been I've been crocheting. I really have every day. I think I crochet, but I just haven't been on as much. I want to do something from you also crochet. Oh, that is wonderful. You are multi-talented, Katie. You're multi-talented. That means you really like quilting. I've never done quilting, but they are beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. What time is it over there with you? We are, tell you what time it is. Right now it says 8:34 Central Standard Time. I wonder what time is it in, are you in Greenland? Or are you from Greenland and moved to the US? I don't want to make an assumption that you're not really in Greenland, but you're from Greenland. I'm going to make sure I get enough yarn to sew in. I think I'm going to crochet the edges because right now, here's my pillowcase. Oh my goodness. Oh, that is, you're you are a night owl or early morning. Okay. You moved there. Wow. I bet you it is gorgeous. You know, I've been out of the country a couple times, but never to Greenland. Bet you it's gorgeous. So here's my pillowcase, and I am going to, I think, crochet. You probably get so much done. I would love to see. Do you have a site? I would love to see some of your quilts. I don't know if you sell them or anything. I bet you it is. Oh my gosh. It is so much. We're about to enter into the Independence Day, the 4th of July on Friday. And some of these people, they get fireworks that sound like you were in a war zone or something. I don't understand. I wouldn't waste my money on it. I would rather, if I'm going to go and do fireworks, I'm going to watch somebody. I'm not going to go and spend my money on it. Okay, I'm going to look you up. I'm going to subscribe to you. That's what I'm going to do. So what I'm doing now, I think I should do it inside out. So this is the outside of the pillowcase. And I kind of squished the pillow in. But I'm going to do it inside out so that when I flip it, the messy part is on the inside. And I'm doing this as a gift. Ooh, this is someone who likes Mississippi State. So I got the color of their team, but I'm not putting anything like Mississippi State on it or anything. Yes, it's welcome. I normally try to get on earlier, but I'm finding my life is not, I can't put it in this nice little box. You know how you want to put everything, nice little box. Everything is going to work out perfectly. I'm going to be able to get on it this time. And then, nope. So tonight, the lawn care man, he decides he wants to come at 4 something, almost 5 o'clock. And I'm thinking, you told me 12. You told me noon. So I was like, okay, as long as it gets done, because the grass, the water, the rain has been going pretty much every night. And if I don't something, the grass is going to look like a forest. I am in Tennessee, the state of Tennessee. Now, Tennessee is this long state, and I'm on the west side. I'm closer to Arkansas. I'm like the Memphis region, but I'm not in the, I live in the suburbs, but I'm in the Memphis, on the Memphis side. The other side is east, and they divide the state up in 3s. There's east, middle, and west. This is crazy, but I'm originally from Missouri. And so that is just interesting how they do it. And then you get into to like here in the West Side, you have like you have Cordova, you have Collierville, you have Germantown, you have Lakeland, you have Bartlett, you have Millington. No one wants to say Memphis, but they group them. If they're going to do anything, they group them all in the greater Memphis region. It's amazing. If you came to East Tennessee, I used to live there for 7 years while I was going to school. It's beautiful. Missouri has some beautiful parts too. I didn't realize it until we were taking my niece to school to New Mexico. And I promise you, I didn't know Missouri had all the curves and it could be up high. I guess it's the Gatlinburg, maybe the Lake of the Ozarks in Missouri, Branson, Missouri. It has some nice parts too. But I've never been to Greenland. I've been to different parts. I've been to Brazil. Brazil is an interesting place. I love the people. The people are just, they're so, they really want to learn. They're like, Deborah, come. We want to learn English. Come, Deborah. Every night. It was so funny. I loved them. And one family I stayed with, he couldn't speak English, but he knew the song. He knew the song. He would come singing Lady in Red. And I was like, you speak English? He said, no, just know the song. It's really nice if you can go, because you've been to Florida, and now you're in Greenland, the beauty of what it's like to adventure other places. I never would have thought I'd leave St. Louis. I always wanted to as a child, and I got my wish, and I've never been back. I go back to visit, and that's about it. So it's always it's nice to visit, I think. But I don't know. I like the fact that Missouri has a lot of they have a lot more jobs in this area. To me, I think Memphis, they have jobs, but nothing like my hometown. Nothing. Fine. Okay. Wow. That'll do it. I'm telling you, Katie, that'll do it. I was trying to get out of Memphis and I met my husband. He'll tell you, I was in this little church. Only God could have sent him. And I was looking at other jobs in different areas. And all of a sudden, a group of men started coming in, and I said, I bet you one of them. I bet you that guy right there. And sure enough, it's always when you're not looking, when you're not trying to get married, that you meet somebody. If you're trying to meet somebody there, it's like they run from you. Or you meet the cray-crays. I bet you he is. I bet you. And that is so beautiful. So beautiful. 15. That means you're in love. He's stuck with you. How's your family feel? Do they come and visit you? I bet you that would be a nice little trip. Very, very nice. To visit Greenland, and even, oh my gosh, I bet your wedding pictures are gorgeous. I think of, you tell me if I'm wrong. I saw this movie when I was a student, The Sound of Music. Does it look something like that? The Sound of Music? Where she's singing in all this beautiful land and hills. I mean, I couldn't imagine. It's probably just so you could probably just hear I know at different times of night, there's different sounds. Like at 4 o'clock in the morning, it's dead silent. But if you go out about midnight here, you'll hear the little, oh, there's something. I guess they're like frogs or crickets. Oh, okay. They need to go. They need to at least one time visit. They, to get out that comfort zone. Oh, I bet. Oh my gosh. Picture perfect. Oh my gosh. Beautiful, beautiful. Oh my gosh. I can only imagine. That's a piece of heaven. It has to be like heaven. I bet you it's so beautiful and peaceful. The states over here, sometimes these people have gotten a little crazy over here. Any places. I was thinking to myself, it had gotten so disturbing over here. I was thinking to myself, where can I move? I need to get out. Because these people, they act like they had lost their minds. Oh, I can only imagine, Katie. I just, oh, you just make my heart go pitter patter. I'm gonna check you out. I don't even think I watch TV as much. I watch YouTubers. I haven't had a chance to watch too much of the crocheters the way I like to, but I'm gonna get back. Yes, they really have. It's like terrifying in some instances, just the way people think. For some reason, they believe that it's okay to just destroy, and it's just not. It's not normal. Yes, absolutely. And here where I am in Memphis, they consider Memphis a very high crime area. You just have to kind of know where to go. It's like where my hometown in Missouri. I'm from St. Louis. It's bad there. I just, some things you just have to know. It's not where you can leave your doors open. I don't care if you like Germantown and Collierville. I know you are. I know you're too happy you're living there. Like Germantown and Collierville, they feel like they're their own entity and that nothing can affect them. But when you have evil people, they're everywhere. I know. But this place has some of the most beautiful secrets ever. And for people to say that, I see so many tags from like lately I've been seeing California tags. They've destroyed California. Wisconsin, I've been seeing a lot of Wisconsin. Yes, it is. It really is. But they've destroyed California and New York. Really sad. I know, Katie. That is what I'm talking about. That's the piece of heaven that I need. That is just, I'm talking about. I used to live in Johnson City and we all knew each other. Tennessee, yes. Tennessee is gorgeous, especially where the mountains. I used to live East Tennessee. I love, Katie, I never wanted to leave. California is bad now. It's really bad. It's bad. You should see it now. That governor helped destroy everything, set on fire. People are fleeing California. It's bad. I don't know if all parts of California, but Los Angeles is pretty much gone. Okay, she may be in a different area. Georgia is not a bad place. Georgia is where a lot of creative people are. So that's not too bad. Atlanta, with the traffic. But California is expensive. But I don't know. Like I said, I don't think all parts of California is bad, but Los Angeles is gone. Yes. I don't know. It's just I think if people did it, Katie, I would love to blame somebody, but people have to control their own beings. I would love to be able to say one person, but no, they are tearing up California. Yes, it does. It really does. And it's I don't know, I don't know what it's gonna take. A lot of things. I wish it was different. Maybe it'll flip one day. It's been getting hot. I know a lot of heat. So here's my pillow. Turning out pretty good. This is the inside. I'm gonna flip it. Or I could. You can't really tell I even did anything. That it's the stitches. So I guess I'm gonna try to leave one side some kind of way. But now I got a knot in the yarn. Yes, 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 absolutely. But the thing is, your kids have a place to go. You have a place to go. I don't think I don't think they would have a place to flee if they need to get out. And a place to go. I mean, what better places? But then you might be like, look, I need my peace. You guys are grown. Don't come here. Just come visit. Don't stay. I need my little piece. I don't know where I would go though. I know. Isn't it crazy? But you know what? And that's what people do. They've been doing it forever and ever and ever. People just, I don't know what to say. They just take over and just claim it. And they go to war and they use other people's sons and daughters to do it. Absolutely. Just I feel Katie, I feel like that when these people come to Tennessee. Just visit. Go see Elvis home if you want to. Go to Shelby Farms and enjoy the lakes and the walking trails. Go visit family, but don't stay. Get. That's the way I feel. You get. Just don't go. And I've been looking at some of the numbers, the housing numbers. They've been doing a lot of really strange buildings around in here. They're like one house is I don't even know what it is. It looks like it can fit almost 1,000 people in this. I guess it's gonna be senior living, but I wouldn't want to be in that. No. It looks like it's about 3 stories tall, and it looked like they're all inside of the one building. And I'm like, no. I need to be enough where if it caught fire, I can jump out the window. But they're doing a lot of building. So it's interesting. Yes. I'm like you. Don't mess up my beautiful Greenland. Stay over there. You can come visit. Don't even take a piece of grass with you when you go back, though. It's always like that. You find a little piece, and then people always have to come and just destroy it. I lived in East Tennessee where the Smoky Mountains were. They call it Appalachian Mountains. And I was from Missouri. I used to say Appalachian. They said, no, Appalachian. You have to get that little southern Appalachian. And then it was another town. They said Elizabethton. So I had to learn the language. And I stayed, I had a little bungalow on the property of this older couple. And I would go home. And when I came back, they'd go, since you've been up north, I don't understand a thing you're saying. Slow down. I love that little older couple. I left, and I'm sure it hurt their little heart, but I had to go. I was just a student renting their apartment. I wasn't trying to stay because you had a couple family members looking at me side-eye like, yeah, you can go on back home now. You ain't moving in with my peeps. And because they knew that the couple loved me. He didn't have any kids. She didn't have any kids, but he was trying to prepare for, I don't know if he was sick, but he was saying, oh, if something should happen to me, you can stay here with my wife Christine. And I'm like, no sir. Nope. I want to get married one day. Can't be staying up in here. And then, like I say, and the family was side-eyeing me like, I know you like them. I know they like you a lot, but this is our family business, our family property. One morning I was a student and I kept hearing this noise going, yeah, yeah. I'm like, what is that? And I kept hearing, yeah, yeah. So I peeked out the window and this cow looked at me and he jumped and I jumped. It was a bunch of cattle that had gotten loose. And the neighbor, he was scooting them back to where they belong. And he was saying, yeah, yeah. And there was a funny time. So I was kind of late getting the class that day. Then there was another time when this man, I heard this knock on my door. I'm like, I guess they felt like somebody was there because they saw my car in front of the door. And all the other students had gone for the day. Had gone to class or gone to work. And so I get this knock on the door early in the morning. And there's this man. He's standing there with a white horse. And he's like, somebody's horse got loose. Can you call the police and see if we can find out whose horse this belonged to? I'm thinking, only in East Tennessee would they do something like that. And so I called, and while I was calling the police or whatever, I guess that's what you did up there, I can hear him saying, "Beast, I'm getting sick of you." Telling that horse, "Beast, I'm getting sick of you." And so I went to class and I said, look, I met my knight in shining armor came to my door today. I don't know where that man came from. I don't know where that horse came from. I don't even know where they went. I don't know if the police came because I had to go and get ready. And by the time I got left out, they were gone. It was just the weirdest thing. Could have been an angel. Who knows? But he said he was getting sick of that horse. So I am going to figure out how to do this pillow because I'm on the third edge of it. And like I said, I don't really want to. They're going to love this. They love pillows. It's just, this pattern was, I think it was like a half double and a single crochet stitch going back and forth. And I am, like I said, I really don't want to, I don't want to seal it. I don't know how else to do it, but to seal it up. And I guess I could, and maybe I don't know. I'm going to go ahead and seal it up. I don't, because I can't think of anything else of how to do it. Guess you just have to wash it all together. I have some Velcro, but in this room, I have no idea where to find it. I have to come up here one day and really get to cleaning. Thank you. I have to really get up here and get to cleaning this stuff. But it gives me something to do. Like if we're driving, my husband and I'll crochet on a project that's pretty simple, nothing complicated. Anything that requires a lot of counting, I have to be to myself. Because I find that when you're working on something that requires counting, everybody wants to call you, they want to talk to you, they want to ask you questions. And it's like Can't do two. Let me finish this row and we'll hold that thought. So I'm not looking forward to the 4th. My little dog, he doesn't like the 4th. I have to give him some I give him Benadryl, which is really kind of like for allergies. But the liquid Benadryl relaxes him a little bit. Give it to him based on his body weight. And so when they start the fireworks, I just try to give it to him a little bit before so he can relax. And I try not to get panicky myself because animals follow after what they see others, what their humans do. I think mine's is that's what I've noticed with him. Like if I don't panic when the storms hit, then he doesn't panic. I have to say, what's that? Well, if I jump, then he's barking his head off. I think I'm gonna hold it for a minute. Put this on pause with the little edge till I decide what I'm gonna do with the rest of it. I'm thinking about sealing it off, but I don't know. I'm torn. So I have that. I'm just gonna put it over to this side and work on some wallets. Yes, isn't it? It's the truth. So I've put together the edges of all of my wallets, but 3. I have 3. I have the brown, the red, and the green remaining. And so I found that the easiest way to do this is to kind of unravel it. And what I've been doing is I'll cut this part off a little bit, just enough to weave it in because of this nylon. And then because it's got 3 pockets, 1 at the top and then 2 at the bottom, I will start at this end where the string is. After I weave it in, I'll start here. Then I just go all the way around until I finish it. So this has been a really fun project. This is a custom order that I got. And she's bought so many of my wallets. She's just been really a blessing. I met her years ago. And so she had bought something from me. And I sent her a wallet just as a thank you. And this wallet has been my moneymaker. It has been a blessing. I don't know about you, Katie. When you finish a project, do you feel sad? I do. I feel like, what am I going to do now? Woe is me. You kind of bond with them, your projects. Some things like my first amigurumi doll, I will not sell her. She was my first. It's kind of like my firstborn. And some of my others I have a hard time selling as well. So this is a pretty simple project. I don't have to even though I have stitch markers, I don't really use them. Just try to make sure that it stays in line. I think I've done, let's see. If I have 3, I've done 7 of them so far. So I'm on the last 3. And then I'll put my hardware on them and package them really nicely. Yeah. Yes, I can see that. I've been trying not to leave any projects. I kid you not. I shouldn't even tell this lie, Katie. I should say I try not to leave any projects incomplete. But I have a little Smurf over there in the corner there that it hasn't been finished in years. I kept all the items together, including the pattern and the crochet hook size. So I have more than enough to finish. It's just the little Smurfette. Oh, I'm going to do that. I'm going to check them out because sometimes you don't see what other people are doing or find them unless somebody either recommends them or they pop up in your feed. I want to check her out. People love Halloween. I was at a vending event in June. One that I probably will not go back to. And this lady, she had all kinds of, she said she loves to decorate for Halloween. So she lives in Collierville, and she really has she creates her own like tombstones and little creepy things and decorates her house and gives away free things. And I'm like, do you charge? And she's like, no. I said, you need to charge for that. People walking all on your property. Even if it's a couple dollars, they can afford it. They make an effort to get to your house. UFOs. I've seen one before. People wouldn't believe me, but they are out there. When I was younger, and it was, matter of fact, Katie, it was on the 4th. It was on the 4th of July. I was younger, and my mother saw it, but my mother's in denial. She's no longer alive, but she was in denial. This big, huge orange ball. It was dark out there, and we were watching the fireworks from the sky. And this orange ball just kind of like stopped and hovered over this house. Then you just shoop, disappeared. And it did not brighten up the sky. It was not the sun. Oh, people love that. I think it's $1 billion industry. It's I don't like creepy things. I don't. I will I made a pumpkin witch with her legs hanging out, but like the real creepy stuff, unfinished. Yes. That's about the only thing. I think one day I'm going to finish her. I feel so bad about that little Smurfette. I used to love the Smurfs, and I found this pattern. She's almost finished. I think she needs maybe her dress and some shoes, and that's it. And I stopped. I think because we moved to this area. And I really, all this yarn I have, I want to, if I don't do anything else with it, I would like to make enough and donate it to someone so I can buy a local homeless shelter or something. So I can buy more yarn. When I first started collecting yarn, I didn't know anything about the different types or anything. But now I want some more yarn. I want to get the types that I really like. And that's why I want to, some of the yarn I have, I would like to make something and give it away to, like I say, nursing home or some type of homeless shelter. I think one year I mailed a bunch of hats to some place. I didn't even put a return address. Someone who gave out hats to the homeless, because I don't want them back. I did put my information on the inside of it, but as far as the package, I don't want the mail people sending that back to me. Nope, I don't want it. I'm trying to clear out my yarn collection. Since I love to crochet, might as well do something with it. So it's I normally don't like to come up here when it gets dark like this, but my neighbors, they moved back to the Virginia area. He was in the military, and It's kind of, the street is empty without him. It's really weird. I guess because it was one of my favorite neighbors. We always have one favorite neighbor. I've had some really crappy neighbors, but he was one of my favorites. They were some nice people. But I guess if he's gonna stay in the Navy and retire, he needed, not in the Navy. Was he in the Navy? I think he was in the Navy. If he was going to retire, he wanted to finish one more time and move closer to his wife's family. So I know another person, they're moving toward Virginia too. And I'm like, do I need to move? Because they always talk about this earthquake hitting this area. In this time, all things are going to happen. Don't rush it. I don't want to be here when it happens. So I'm just, this one, I think this stitch is called the mattress stitch. You can't really tell. It blends in with the yarn. You just kind of like a little whip stitch. Goes back and forth along the edges. And I left plenty of yarn thread because I want to make sure I don't run out. Nothing worse. I don't want to play. You can play chicken with the yarn, but I want to play chicken with the thread. Make sure I have plenty. And this is like that macrame nylon yarn. So when you weave it in, you have to kind of burn the edges to keep it from coming apart. But it's been a minute since I've been up here. I was up here. I think I did a video not too long ago and said I was going to come back. It's my little piece. Keep my little dog from coming up here. Because as soon as he gets up here, he likes to go right back down. He's like, don't come up here. I'm not going back down. He thinks he runs me. And I'm like, no, don't come up here. I'll make sure that the door is closed so he can't. But when he wants me, he will start barking. I'm like, come on down. It's time for us to go to sleep. He has a little pillow he sleeps on. I found it on Amazon. He loves that little pillow. And then if he gets hot, he likes to lay on the floor of the bathroom. So I kind of leave the bathroom door cracked a little bit. So I've just gotten the edge finished for that. You can kind of see a little bit of the whip. But then what I'll do is I'll go ahead and kind of like continue the stitch all the way down to the edge. And this little thread, I'll weave it in just a little bit more. And then as you can see, show you, it's starting to fray. So you have to kind of trim it and then you burn it and it'll stop it. It kind of like melts a little bit, the nylon. And then I'll do the third part and I'll sew all the way around. And it turns out pretty good. I need to do this pattern and put it on Etsy, but where's time? I had the pattern written out. I just, it's like one thing at a time. I have the pattern. Then you have to take photos. Then you have to I've done this enough to know that the pattern is correct. So many times. I think this is 10 wallets, and I think before I may have done 8. So this might be about 18 to 20 wallets I've done by myself. Yes. Crafty, being able to create is it's a wonderful thing. It helps with the take your mind off of all kinds of craziness, crazy thoughts. They say crochet is known to help you reduce anxiety and stress. And I can see it because you're creating something and your mind is not on anything else. Kind of like when you go on vacation. When you go on vacation, I know when I'm on vacation, I don't cut on the TV. You could be somebody could be out there screaming right there. And if I could be at the beach somewhere and I wouldn't know anything about someone that was screaming outside of my hotel room. Because I just don't cut on the TV. I'm too busy enjoying life. I think I'm going to trim some of this, just a little bit. A little bit on the long side. I saw somewhere that people were selling scraps. Scraps. Walmart. I'm like, oh, that's interesting. But another man's trash is someone else's treasure. So I am. It is a little warm up here today. I don't know if it couldn't be getting cool outside. I have the little ceiling fan going. I wouldn't want it too cold because the little vent is right above my head. So I'm going to try to come back on again. I don't know. We'll see if this time is good or if it's not. Around 7, 8 o'clock time frame. I've been playing catch up with so much stuff. Ever since that last event, I'm just trying to get things ready for the next round. Like I said, if the stores are already doing autumn, I need to be getting on it. At one of my events, I have a lady, she always comes to my table to buy pumpkins. So I've got to make her a special pumpkin. She said it reminds her of one of her friends that she lost. So she gets a pumpkin in honor of her. So she has a pumpkin collection. And she's been buying a pumpkin from me every year. So I think I'm going to make this one for her. Make one for her that's really different and unique. I might put some beads on it. So it's just it's one of those things. And I know my neighbor that moved, he couldn't have been that noisy, but I promise you, the street is quiet. It seemed like since he's moved, there's not a lot of cars. My other neighbors on either side of them, they're pretty quiet. One of them I never see. He's different. I don't see him. Every once in a while, his kids will come out. I'm like, how do you all do that? How do you not show up? You stay in the house like that. I'm always moving around some kind of way. But I'm like, that's just weird. But I don't know how you could just disappear. Especially if you got kids. Now, if you're single, I can kind of see you hiding up in there. But you got a whole wife and some kids. And I never see you. Every once in a while, I'll see him. I'll see, like when they take the trash, I'll see his trash can go to the curb. But as far as him, nope. Sometimes I'll see his garage open and I'll see his car, but I won't see him. It's weird. Got weird neighbors like that. Where we moved, I saw them neighbors all the time. They got on my nerves. The little girl was always messing with my dog. But these people over here, they're quiet, very quiet. So we'll be getting some new neighbors soon, and hopefully, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Okay, I'm coming up on this. I think I'll probably just do this one and then I'll probably call it a night. Get from up here. It's dark up here. It's not dark up here. It's dark outside. It's dark outside. And it's real quiet. It's Tuesday night. I don't know where everyone is. It rained last night. It was good sleep weather. Good. Some good sleep. That was some good sleeping. So now the bottom side, I haven't taken pictures of this, but what I do with this is a little bit different, and I guess everyone can decide how they want to do it. But I'll grab like on the third one, I'll grab the front loop, and then I go through both of the middle, and then I'll grab like the I guess the back loop of the other one. So it's like that. And I'll do that all the way down, and it kind of makes it really neat. Turns out really neat when I do it that way. Just kind of go inside and just grab that center, just go through both loops. And I guess when I get ready to write the instructions for this, some kind of way I have to be able to explain it. You have to explain when you're writing patterns, be able to explain it in a way that's understandable, along with lots of visuals. I have this, I think I'm working on this dinosaur. It's a dinosaur. It's a dragon. It's red and black. I'm pretty much finished with it, but the fin of the dragon, I don't really know. I'm gonna have to reach out to the person who wrote the pattern, because they say, and just use some, what they say, some felt to create the wing of the dragon. And I'm like, that's not helping me. Use some felt to create it. No, I want to create it just like you have yours. You need to tell me more than that, because your fin, your wing of your dragon has red and black in it. Do I get red felt and black, or is it something extra you do to it? Tell me more. Tell me more. I want to know. I want to duplicate it just like you did, without having to overthink. I don't want to have to think about how you did it. You know, how did you get those little veins? I guess it's the dragon vein on the wing. How'd you get that? Did you use a marker? So I think it's just really good to explain if you're going to have someone buy your pattern. It's a really neat pattern. It turned out really nice so far. I have to do the part that I don't like is put it together, but it shouldn't be too hard. So if you can see, turns out pretty nice in there, and then the other pieces will be makes it really neat. And sometimes you may even have to do a video. We'll see on how I do this. If the pictures doesn't do good enough, I'll do a little quick video to show, because that's also helpful. But it'll be for the pattern only. But it makes it, like I say, it turns out really nice when I do it this way. Makes it really neat, and where you this has a little loop, and then when you do the inside, 3 pockets. Because it's one thing to say, oh, just go ahead and weave in the ends. No, I want to see what you did. Maybe I can learn something different, a new technique or something. I always like to see. I think that's what people like to see, the DIYs, how people do things, because it sparks their creativity. And then sometimes you do something so long, you figure out better ways to do it, ways to make it faster. So I haven't been watching the news lately, and I think sometimes it's better that way. Because it's like here in this area, it's like breaking news, and then you cut it on, and it's like somebody got shot. I'm like, that's not breaking news. That's terror. Tell me something positive. I think the news people think that negativity feeds, is what gets news, and I don't want to see that. Sorry. And if there's nothing happening in the area, I've seen them all go to different states. Like that horrible shooting in Idaho. Oh my gosh. Like, what is going on with people? Why are they sniping and ambushing firemen and, setting fires to cause destruction and loss of life? If you're unhappy, don't take everybody with you. Just bye, just leave. I'm not trying to be mean or anything, but why do you have to take people with you if you're unhappy? Sometimes if you just wait a day, get you somebody you can talk to. Don't take everybody with you. People don't want to go like that because you're unhappy. Sheesh, people. And I think it's always so sad when you got an estranged family member that they just want to take the whole family with them. Why? Go, if you're not happy, go get you a little wine or something. Relax. Nothing in this world could be that bad. And if it is, don't take people with you. And that's just the way I feel. I could be, you don't have to take everybody with you. You're the one that's unhappy. Let's see. Coming along the edge. So it takes some time, but it doesn't take a long time. I just try to make it neat because this is a custom order, and I feel like everything I do reflects who I am. And I don't want somebody saying, oh, look at this. You just do this together. And you charged me how much? I have made mistakes in patterns, and I have literally taken it all the way down to do it right, because especially if I'm going to sell it to anyone. If it's for me, I'll leave it. I'll hide it. So now I'm getting to the edge. I do. I think, Katie, I bond a little bit with my items. A little too much. It's like, I think I like to keep my hands busy. And so when it's finished, I'm like, what am I going to do? Yes. And it's so sad. It's so sad. And it's like you get this little weapon, and all of a sudden you're Superman's. And I think about it when I would get up on a plane and I would look down at homes, and I would see like the little swimming pool, the little cars, and a little house. And I would think to myself, it looks like this from the sky. Imagine what that little tiny gun looks like. But yet still, they become this super person, and they want to take people's lives because you have a weapon. It's just so sad the way people do. So sad. I feel like I grew up in a different world. I feel like I grew up in a world. It wasn't perfect, but we didn't just use guns like this. People still believed in using getting in the street fighting each other with the fists. I didn't get into too many fights. I was not one of those. I would hide from the kids. There was always some bad kids in the neighborhood. They call it play fighting. Oh, I don't play fight. No, I would rather just avoid you. So I would, if I saw them coming, I would just hide. Had little places I can hide around bushes, and no one would see me. Especially when your parents sent you out. My mom would send me out sometimes. Just get out and play. I don't want to go out and play. I want to be in here watching you cook. Get out the kitchen. How am I going to learn? I want to learn. I don't want to play. Those were the days. We had played games. We didn't use the computer. I didn't have a computer. When was my first computer? I don't remember. I think we had like a little bitty. It was an old little box. It might have been an old Mac. It might have been like one of the first Macs. I don't know how. My brother may have gotten it. My older brother, he knew how to find stuff. Trash. Bring home dogs. He brought home this beautiful. I want to say it was a Labrador. It didn't have a collar. Chocolate brown. It was gorgeous. My mother said, if you don't get that out of here, take that dog back. You're not bringing it home. He had a German Shepherd he brought home. You need to take that back. And one day he brought home a hamster. Oh my gosh. My mom had a fit. She said, if you don't get that ring, yeah, it was on that little wheel, so he had to take it back wherever he got that from. He should have been a veterinarian, but he was always getting animals. Always kittens, cats, dogs. I don't know where he found people's stuff. Oh my goodness. Birds in the tree. He found a bird's nest and brought the little baby bird in the house. Snakes. That was my older brother. My younger brother, he didn't do that. My younger brother was he's a computer guy. I remember when he was younger, we had a radio that was broken and he took it apart and fixed it. He was one of those. Too smart for his own good. Still is. You gotta love him. Or not. We were just raised in a different era, I think. Kids nowadays, they're on the phones and they're talking to strangers and just a sad world. Okay, I'm coming up on the side here. That's one side. And it's the bottom. And so I just gonna go up this side and finish off. And then it'll be like this. I'll put the little hardware on it here and some snaps. And it has two pockets there and one at the top. And like I said, this has been one of my best sellers. Some of the colors that she requested is not even listed. So I had to go and find some colors. But I'm going to take pictures of all of them. And I will get them probably on my Etsy shop. Seeing a lot of people losing their dogs. There's been a lot of animals. It's been getting loose. So I'm going to finish this up, Katie, and call it a night. It's probably really late there. I don't know how you can do it. Midnight, I'm asleep. Unless I take a nap. If I take a nap, then I'm up to 2, 3 at the most. No nap, I'm asleep. I took a little short nap earlier, but people wouldn't let me sleep. The phone kept ringing. There's a spam call that comes every night at the same time. The dog wanted to bark. The lawn care man wanted to come late. So I just got on up. And I said, let me just get on up and get some things done. Give myself a little bit more time. I had ordered some groceries, so I had to go and pick it up. So I don't want to go in the store sometimes, especially around the holidays. Let them do my shopping. I'll just go and pick it up. You just put it in the trunk. I know some people, they have it delivered to their door, which is fine, but I'd rather just, that helps me get out a little bit when I can go pick it up. And the things that I need to pick up myself, like sometimes I don't like them the way they pick out fruit. I will do that myself. But canned goods, just as long as the can is not dented, I'm good. Little paper products, little things that I know can be, chips, things like that. But the things that I need to pick out myself, I'll do it. Save so much time. So much time. While they're picking out my groceries, I've already ordered it. I can be cleaning up, working on another crochet project. Jonas, come on now. Don't give me a hard time. We're coming down to the wire. There we go. You have to talk to the yarn sometimes. Say, come on now. And if you're mean to it, it'll tangle. So I left my little lighter downstairs, so I'm going to have to go down there. Because when I weave in the ends, then I have to just gently burn the tips so that it does not fray, so that it stays in place. And I will weave it in really good. Start working a little bit like that. And I will put this on the inside, and then I will go and get my lighter. I'll flip this inside out. And I'll put all my ends, my loose ends like this. I'll move it on the inside so that when I flip it inside out and am able to weave it, no one will know. At least they shouldn't know. Because it's going to be weaved in pretty good. And if they find it and anyway, then it's theirs. They bought it. They can tear it up. Once it's out of my hands and into their hands, they can do whatever they want. But most of the time, because this yarn is so strong, it should last a long, long, long time. So there it is. I'll kind of shape it a little bit. I'll put the hardware here, put the 2 snaps, and there's 1 pocket here for your cards and then 2 there. And it'll have a nice little snap, cute little hardware, and it's done. So my friends, my crafty friends, be sure to like, subscribe, turn on your notification. Hopefully I will see you next Tuesday around about the same time. I will try to put up something to let you know what time I'm going to be here. And if I just pop on anytime, like Sunday, sometimes I do the weekends, then just watch the replay. Until next time, my friends, have a great night.